guys, how you doing? Just putting together a quick video. I've been asked by David, one of our subscribers, if I could please do some technical analysis starting on the higher time frames on Euro USD. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. I don't look at this pair a real lot, but I will do my best. You'll have to forgive the background noise, guys. I'm in Malaysia, KL, and there's a huge thunderstorm. So if there's some banging and clapping going on, that's what all that racket is in the background. But I had a spare time away from the kids, so I thought I'd make this video anyway. Alright, so let's get into it. So what we always do is you start on the highest time frames. So what I can clearly see is a nice downtrend in play here. It's got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and not quite a 4th touch. I think price should still need to go a little bit longer to touch this downtrend to continue the trend. And the second thing that I can quite clearly see is a very strong horizontal support resistance line through here. So keep in mind we're on the monthly chart. So we've got here resistance becomes support, 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 support. There's a break, and now we're looking at potential resistance again. So the question was, is it going to break its current range? Now I'm assuming you meant on the daily chart, so there is a bit of a range on the daily chart, and right at the minute it has broken short, but I think it's probably a false break short in my opinion. I'll just go into a couple of reasons as to why. So let's get a Fibonacci. So we have our previous fractal high here, go down to our fractal low. So what you can see here is a clear break to the downside of this support resistance horizontal line, and price has come all the way back up. Hasn't quite touched 61.8, and price has rolled over here, and it's just playing around now at this 50% retracement level. So just skip down to I think it was weekly. So weekly has closed below, and daily has also closed below. So if you're just looking at daily without any context on the monthly time frame, you would assume that it's broken this short term daily range. So you've got low, high, low, high, low, and these highs through here, and it has clearly broken to the downside. But what I will point out just over here, as price was continuing this uptrend, we had this nice left shoulder head and a right shoulder pattern, and it did break to the downside also on a 38.2 monthly Fibonacci retracement, just to continue on its bullish uptrend. Now this is my opinion only, just from the technical standpoint at this point, and I'll show you why again on the monthly chart in a second. I think this is probably a false break to the downside. What I would like, when going back up to a monthly, is see price push back up into this 61.8 retracement area. Now keep in mind that it's Monday the 30th of April, tomorrow is Tuesday the 31st, and then Wednesday morning is the 1st of May, so it's going to be the monthly close. So that's going to have an impact on what my opinion would be. We can't really read, or when I say really, you can't at all read a candle till it's closed. So Wednesday morning at 5 AM my time, would be different in different parts of the world, but 5 AM my time Wednesday morning will be the monthly close, so that'll give us a bit more indication. Just to get the high time context, the high time frame context, I'll just want to grab this Fibonacci. I want to go to the all-time low, to the all-time high in this chart. Excuse me, just put that right down here. Now you can see here we've got a bit of Fibonacci cluster, so we had a 50% retracement on the fractal high to fractal low on the shorter time frame, still on a monthly, but when we go to the all-time low to the all-time high in this chart, we have got a 50% Fibonacci retracement again. So this is where I think that price has had a false break to the downside. So if we skip back down to the daily, so the bottom line was the all-time low to the all-time high. So you can see price has come down clearly below, and then it's had a push, and it's closed back up through it. I think probably that this price is going to push up higher. So we go up to our weekly and our monthly. I think price is probably going to push a little bit higher in a monthly and close above both these Fibonacci's and go up and really test the 61.8. Now, this is where it gets a bit confusing, and this is where the argument could clearly become, is it an art or a science? I choose to believe that trading currency is an art as opposed to a science. So I always identify the key levels, which we have here, which is our 61.8 Fibonacci retracement on the higher time frame. I'll just get rid of this one for a minute, guys, so we're not too confused. So I'd like to see price come up into these areas. Now, at this area, because we've got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 on the downtrend, this push a long way away from our trend and then back up into it is considered what we call a bump and run pattern. So price could potentially come through and just hold its bullish momentum and come up through this 78.6 and roll over and test the outside of this horizontal support resistance or this trend line. So if price on a weekly or a monthly chart comes up and clearly closes above this trend line, then we'll call it a break of that trend line to the upside. But on the flip side, if then the next monthly or weekly bar comes up through here and comes down and closes bearish underneath that 61.8, then that's significant price action to go short again. So fundamentally, I have no opinion on the Euro USD. I really fundamentally don't know where they're going, but technically I'm waiting for price action. This 61.8 on the monthly chart is a key level. Price action will determine whether we're bullish or bearish. All right, David, I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. Please leave any comments below. And all you other subscribers out there, put some comments in. If there's anything I can answer, I will answer. I will do my best to answer your questions. You guys take time out of your day to listen to me talk. So I will take time out of my day to support your questions. All right, David, thank you for the question. I hope that answers it. Just like I said, stick any comments in below if I haven't quite answered it, and we'll have another go at it. All right, guys, happy trading as always, and I will talk to you in a few days. Righto, guys, thank you. Bye.